You've been lied to about penis size your entire life. The truth, it's not about the inches. It's about the blood flow. And the science proves that what you think matters doesn't. Let me start with a question that's probably crossed your mind at some point. Am I big enough? If you've ever worried about penis size, you're not alone. Research shows 45% of men wish they had a longer penis. And many men seeking surgery to increase penis size are actually of average size already. But here's what nobody tells you. You're worrying about the wrong thing. The anxiety, the comparison, the insecurity, it's all based on myths, porn, and completely wrong information about what actually matters for sexual performance and satisfaction. So in this video, we're going to look at the actual research. What's the real average size? What do women actually prefer? And most importantly, what really determines sexual performance? Spoiler, it's not what you think. 1. The real average size and why you think it's bigger. Let's start with facts. Researchers analyzed 75 studies involving more than 55,000 men over 49 years. They measured flaccid, erect, and stretched penis length. The results: average erect penis length, 5.5 inches, 13.9 centimeter. Average stretched length, 5.09 inches, 12.9 centimeter. Average girth, circumference, around 4.6, 4.8 inches, 11.7 and 12.2 centimeter. That's it. 5.5 inches is average. Not 7 inches, not 6.5 inches, 5.5 inches. But here's the problem. Most men think the average is much bigger. A 2019 study found that when men self-reported their penis size, they claimed an average of 6.62 inches, significantly higher than measured averages. Almost one-third of men reported having 7 inches or more, with 10% claiming 8 inches or more. But actual measurements tell a different story, so why the disconnect? 3 reasons. 1. Porn skews perception. Porn actors are not average. They're selected specifically for being significantly above average. Watching porn creates a completely unrealistic baseline for normal. 2. Locker room anxiety. When you look down at your own penis, it appears shorter due to the viewing angle. When you look at other men, even in locker rooms, you see them from a different angle that makes them appear larger. 3. Cultural messaging, movies, jokes, advertising, everything reinforces the idea that bigger is better. But the data is clear. If you're around 5 or 5.5 inches erect, you're average. Not small, average. Now let's talk about what women actually prefer, because this is where it gets really interesting. A peer-reviewed 2015 study had 75 women choose from 33 three-dimensional erect penis models. The results: for a long-term partner, preferred length 6.3 inches, 16.0 centimeters. Preferred girth 4.8 inches, 12.2 centimeters. For a one-night partner, preferred length 6.4 inches, 16.3 centimeters. Preferred girth 5.0 inches, 12.7 centimeters. Notice something? These preferences are only slightly larger than the actual average. The difference is maybe 0.5, 0.8 inches. That's barely noticeable. But here's the more important finding: girth matters more than length. A small 2001 survey of 50 undergraduate women found that 45 out of 50 said penis width was more important than length for their sexual satisfaction. Multiple other studies confirm this. Girth trumps length in importance. Why? Research suggests a wider penis provides greater contact with the outer part of the vagina, including the clitoral area. It also creates a greater feeling of fullness, which can be both psychologically and physiologically satisfying. And here's the most important statistic. 85% of women are satisfied with their partner's penis size. Read that again. 85%, while only 55% of men are satisfied with their own size. The disconnect is enormous. Men are obsessing over something that most women don't actually care that much about. 3. The blood flow reality. What actually determines performance. Now let's talk about what actually matters for sexual performance. Blood flow. Here's how an erection works at the biological level. 1. Sexual arousal triggers your nervous system. 2. Nerves release a molecule called nitric oxide, NO. 3. Nitric oxide causes blood vessels in your penis to relax and widen. 4. Blood rushes into the erectile tissue. 5. The penis expands and becomes hard. 6. You get an erection. Notice what's not on that list? Penis size. Think about it. A 4-inch penis with excellent blood flow will be harder, fuller, and more functional than a 7-inch penis with poor blood flow. What damages blood flow and nitric oxide? 1. High blood pressure. 2. High cholesterol. 3. Diabetes. 4. Obesity. 5. Smoking. 6. Poor diet. 7. Aging. All of these conditions damage your blood vessels and reduce nitric oxide production. The result? Weaker erections, difficulty maintaining hardness, poor performance. 4. How to optimize nitric oxide and blood flow. The good news: nitric oxide production is highly responsive to lifestyle changes. 1. Cardiovascular exercise. Aerobic exercise, walking, running, cycling, swimming, directly improves endothelial function and increases nitric oxide production. Research shows men who exercise regularly have significantly better erectile function than sedentary men, independent of penis size or testosterone levels. The protocol: 30-45 minutes of moderate cardio, 4 to 5 times per week. 2. L-citrulline supplementation. L-citrulline is an amino acid that converts to L-arginine in your body, which then produces nitric oxide. A 2011 study found that oral L-citrulline supplementation improved erection hardness in men with mild erectile dysfunction. The dose: 6 to 8 grams daily. 3. Dietary nitrates. Foods high in nitrates boost nitric oxide production naturally. Best sources: beets, leafy greens, spinach, arugula, pomegranate, watermelon. 4. Reduce vascular damage. Eliminate smoking immediately. Control blood pressure. Target 130/80. Manage cholesterol, LDL 100. Control blood sugar if diabetic. Lose excess weight. Studies show weight loss of just 5 to 10% in overweight. Men can significantly improve erectile function in a short period. 5. What actually matters for sexual satisfaction. Here's what the research consistently shows. Penis size is just one factor among many for sexual satisfaction, and it's not even close to the most important one. Factors that matter more than size. There are some important factor that means a lot. 1. Emotional connection. Research examining what makes sex great found that emotional connection was significantly more important than physical factors like penis size. 2. Technique and foreplay. Studies show that adequate foreplay, clitoral stimulation, and varying positions techniques contribute far more to female sexual satisfaction than penis size. Many women report that size doesn't matter for their sexual satisfaction. What matters is what you do with it. 3. Communication. Partners who communicate openly about desires, preferences, and what feels good have significantly higher sexual satisfaction, regardless of penis size. 4. Confidence and presence. Anxiety about penis size creates performance problems, difficulty maintaining erections, premature ejaculation, avoiding intimacy. Confidence in being present in the moment significantly improves sexual experiences. 5. Erectile quality over size. A study manipulating penis length found that restricting depth of penetration by 1 inch reduced pleasure, but further restriction didn't significantly decrease pleasure further. Translation: it's not about maximum depth. It's about adequate penetration with good hardness and fullness, which comes back to blood flow, not size. Here's the truth. The porn industry, supplement companies, and cultural messaging don't want you to know. Penis size doesn't determine sexual performance or satisfaction. The research is unambiguous. Average erect size is 5.5 inches. 85% of women are satisfied with their partner's size. Girth matters more than length, when size matters at all. Blood flow and erectile quality matter far more than size. Emotional connection, technique, foreplay, and communication determine satisfaction. The men who are best in bed aren't the ones with the biggest penises. They're the ones who understand that sex is about connection, communication, arousal, and technique. Stop obsessing over something you can't change. Start optimizing what you can control. Your partner doesn't care about your size as much as you think. What they care about is how you make them feel, emotionally and physically. Focus on that. Everything else will follow. If this video changed how you think about penis size and performance, subscribe to Mangevity for more research-backed men's health content that cuts through the BS. Comment below, what's the biggest myth about sex that you believed? Let's have an honest conversation. Share this with any man who needs to hear it. Size anxiety is destroying men's confidence in sex lives unnecessarily. Remember, it's not the size, it's the blood flow, the technique, and the connection.